Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Curseof and welcome back to another video. Today we're here for the third replay here for Yugi-Kaiba week, meaning round 3 of my Swiss matches here. If you guys have no idea, what I'm doing here or what's on the go, check the cards right now. Actually, I guess it's on this side of me. Anyway, if you guys check the cards right now, you will see a video called The Basics on Yugi-Kaiba format. It'll give you a rundown of Yugi-Kaiba format and how it works and all that jazz. And right now you will see a video called Top 8 Deck Profile. Anyway, it's my Top 8 Blue Eyes deck profile. It is the deck that I am playing in this tournament right now. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into this duel. Alright, and after a little cut, we're back, and we are here to go ahead and get into my my round 3 match for the Yugi-Kaiba format that I played on YuGiOh Legacy. By the way, check the description. YuGiOh Legacy is always there for any of these tournament videos because this is their tournament. So, I win the die roll, or I guess the rock, paper, scissors here, so I am going to be able to go first. I have a pretty decent hand, actually. Setting Wall of Illusion right now, a beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to set at least one card here as a bluff, and I'm just going to pass turn over to my opponent, who is Maverick90. So we'll see what this guy does here. He does decide to set one monster, which we now know is a Man-Eater because of replays and pass turn. So nothing too crazy here. My opponent just has a cute little set. I'm going to normal summon my Neo and go right over this Man-Eater. And let's see what he targets here. Does he want to clear my Neo? He does decide to clear my Neo, which is honestly best case scenario for me. I got to out a Man-Eater. I still have a Wall of Illusion sitting on the field. Honestly, I cannot complain about my my current scenario. Plus, I have access to a Fissure now. Very, very nice. He's actually going to go ahead and set his own Wall of Illusion, which is pretty cute. And I just top decked a Pot of Greed. Let's go, boys. I get to go ahead and draw 2 cards, picking up a Man-Eater bug, which is very, very nice. I'm going to swords here and figure out what my opponent has set there. And it is indeed a Wall of Illusion. I get to go ahead and set my Man-Eater bug, and yeah, my opponent summons another monster or anything. I get to really abuse Man-Eater bug right now. He does not set another monster, but honestly, that is indeed fine and dandy. I'm going to go ahead and flip up my Man-Eater bug, clear that wall, put my wall into attack position because he cannot attack me because of swords, and I'm going to go ahead and get some damage in here. Okay, so he's going to Wabaku, 1450 damage. That is definitely a misplay. If you guys did watch my common mistakes that new players make video, wasting a Wabaku as not a 1-for-1, but just to stop damage, especially when you're not, like, in any circumstance where you're not saving yourself from losing the game, is 100% a misplay. So he did just go -1 in that scenario. Honestly, I'm really happy as a player right now. My opponent is not. Because my dueling book doesn't... Oh, no, it decided to work. So that's a Hain. And that is turn 2 on swords here. There we go. I did remember to put it there. And we have 2 cards towards the combo now. Not too bad, not too bad. We also have some Trap Master access here. And I'm just going to go ahead and start swinging because I really have no reason not to. It's another set. It's a Hain. He's going to bounce my Wall of Illusion back to hand, which means I still do get to attack him with Man-Eater bug. Bouncing Wall of Illusion is a very fair play, though. You don't want to bounce my Man-Eater bug and let me reset that and re-abuse that. So Wall of Illusion is definitely the correct thing there. And big 450 damage. Let's go. We're taking the lead. I'm going to go ahead and set my Trap Master here. He's probably thinking that might be a Wall of Illusion, but no, it's not. And this is my last turn on swords. Swords does hit the grave now. I've stalled for 3 turns. And let's go ahead and abuse Trap Master. Let's flip that up. Let's go ahead and bada bing bada boom, best possible hit. Let's go, boys. I'm ballsy. One, I'm like, let's see what this is. It's set. It's either going to be weaker than me or da 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 da. It's a Wall of Illusion. I get to go ahead and bounce my Trap Master back to hand just for the cost of 1350 life points. Let's go. How many cards do I have in hand? I didn't even summon that turn. Oh. Wow, look at me. I get to reset my Trap Master in the same turn that I popped its effect. Honestly, I am very, very happy right now. He's going to go ahead and put his Wall of Illusion into attack and swing over my Man-Eater bug. Very, very fair. He gets to clear a monster and stop me from abusing his wall. So, yeah, definitely an easy play there. I draw into, I think, my first trap of the entire game. It's about time. And let's try and abuse Trapmaster once again. Hits another trap hole. Definitely should not have set trap hole, knowing that I was abusing Trapmaster just then. But, slight misplay there. And I am definitely going to potentially go in. Yep, he's fine with that summon. And I'm going to clear this. Oh, no, we have a Wabaku here. So he is going to stop that little play. Not going to take any damage and bounce my Neo back to hand. I'm going to go ahead and follow up with a Fissure here. And set a card and pass. I can actually protect my Trapmaster pretty confidently because of Trap Hole. And yeah, he's going to Dark. Huh? Okay, that's definitely a bit of a weird play. Definitely a wasted Dark Hole right there on a 500 attack Trapmaster. Even if you don't have an out to Trapmaster right now, it is not a threat. You do not spend a Dark Hole on a single face-up Trapmaster ever. And this is another common mistake that I did mention in my video, I believe. Wasting Monster Reborn. There was no good targets here. If anything, he probably should have revived back my... No, I think the wall is still better than the Neo. But there is no good targets. He's actually going to Monster Reborn to tribute his wall for a Summon Skull. I just get to quickly answer that with a Trap Hole. And now let's just take a moment. Because of a lot of the misplays that my opponent did make, he has one card to my 7. Going to be 8 when I draw. So I am way up on card advantage. And basically at this point, there should be no way that I can lose this game. So I am very, very content. I'm probably just going to normal summon Neo. And that's fine. And I get to go ahead and swing in for a big 1700 damage here. So yeah, my point is so low on resources at this point. Because of sort of that, I'll call it like new player syndrome, where you spend a lot of cards that you should not normally spend. And yeah, I just get to go and keep on swinging in. I'm going to go and set my Trapmaster, potentially pop that last set card there. And yeah, I'm going to go with Neo for another 1700. Just going to slowly beat down my opponent here, as he has basically no resources to play against me. My apologies for that little cut there. I did have to go quickly do something. Someone was at my door. But we are back, and we are going to go and continue with this. So naturally, I'm going to flip my Trapmaster. He has not been being aggressive at all, and I'm going to target down that back row. Bada bing, bada boom, there goes the reinforcements. We are just with these Trapmaster snipes. We are just keeping advantage and constantly plussing this game. We honestly really have no fear. I'm going to go in. I'm going to swing in my big Neo here. Take 300 damage. And I actually don't have any easy out to this Giant Soldier of Stone right now, which is kind of bad. But I'm going to go ahead and set a couple cards. He's already blown one board wipe, and I am so up on advantage that I feel fairly confident putting myself within a bad spot for Raigeki. Because if he doesn't Raigeki me, I can follow up with a Man-Eater Bug to out this Giant Soldier of Stone, which is very, very, very nice. So he's going to go and swing in. He's going to clear my Trapmaster with Lajin, which is a very, very interesting play. Naturally, I'll take a decent bit of damage from that, but that is all it's going to do to me, is deal some damage. So definitely not the best optimal choice there. Anyway, I just top decked my Lord of D. He has no back row. I have full combo here. I'm going to go and clear that Giant Soldier of Stone, normal summon Lord of D, activate Flute, special summon Blue Eyes, and yeah, I basically just get to go in and clean up right here, right now. I went so plus this game. I had so much advantage over my opponent. There really was not much he could do. And there we go. We get to go ahead and go into game 2 here. I don't know what I would side at this point. Honestly, I don't think there's much in particular I need to side. I decided to stop defense because I did see Hane. I don't know if I've seen Trapmaster, but most decks are playing Trapmaster, so you can assume a few Trapmaster, Man-Eater Bug, and Hane. So, yeah. And here I'm reminding my opponent not to forget his extra draw, because as Yugi-Kaiba format, you do get an extra draw at the start of your turn. So he gets to go ahead and draw an extra card there. And I believe he just set the card that he just drew, so he was fairly happy to go ahead and see that giant soldier of stone there. I know I hovered over the card. We knew what it was based on his stats, so it doesn't really matter here. But my hand really isn't too bad. I'm going to go and stop defense. I'm thinking, okay, a set card could be a wall, or it could be a man-eater bug. If it's a man-eater bug or a misplayed trap master, I am in a very, very good position to go ahead and out this man-eater bug. But regardless here, stop defense did allow me to swing over that with La Jin. He's going to respond with a reinforcements here in the damage step, which will basically make that whole exchange a 2 for 2. Technically, I did lose out, though, as I did have to spend my La Jin for that exchange. But regardless, it wasn't terrible, and actually a solid play by my opponent here. I have a trap hole set and a fissure set, so I'm still in a pretty solid position overall, though. Let's go ahead and see what my opponent has for me this time. We have a Battle Ox coming down. I'm not worried about a Battle Ox. I am not going to waste my trap hole on that. Life points are a resource. Steal 1700. It's fine by me. Main phase 2, nothing, and he's just going to go ahead and pass. So I do have Fissure to out this. I do have a Trap Master. Honestly, Trap Master is terrible right now because my opponent has no back row. And Blue Eyes is pretty dead. I'm going to go ahead and Fissure out that. I'm going to set a Trap Master. And what is going on here? Okay. I think that's a really bad play by me. I'm going to explain why now. My opponent has no back row. I have a set Trap Hole. So already I am making my own back row susceptible to Trap Master. If I'm going to set Trap Master in this scenario, I should at least set my Flute or Summoning Dragon alongside this. So if he does force me to activate my own Trap Master, I can target down my own Flute and, well, obviously not go ahead and pop it. So definitely a bad play there. If anything, I should have just passed with an empty field, but I didn't. So I am making myself susceptible to going decently neg off my Trap Master, and bada bing, bada boom. He activates his swords. That is going to flip my Trap Master, force me to pop my own Trap Hole, and yeah, that was just a really bad play by me for sure there. Definitely a misplay. And yeah, okay, once again, we're coming out here with the Monster Reborn for a Battle Ox. Definitely not the way you want to use Monster Reborn. He is just getting a little bit aggro happy here. But he will go ahead and clear my Trap Master and deal 1800 damage to me. And back over to me here. So, okay, I'm in a terrible, terrible position. I am way down on resources, and my hand is brick central here. So things are not looking good for me at all. I'm going to go ahead and set a Flute Bluff and hope that I don't die. I cannot respond to that wall summon, so I'm going to take a lot of damage right now. In fact, I'm going to take exactly game right now. And bada bing, bada boom. I go ahead and show him that I bricked. And we get to go move on to game 3. So this does go ahead and definitely show off why the Blue Eyes deck isn't that good, or isn't really good in general. My opponent here is obviously very new to the game. He's making a lot of neg plays. But I had 3 completely dead cards in my hand, and I also misplayed drastically with my Trap Master. So 1 misplay followed by 3 bricks basically made it so I had 0 card advantage, you may as well say, during that game. So I do actually end up losing game 2 here, which is not very good. But I do get to go first and get my whole extra draw. And this is a pretty nice looking hand right now. I have a pretty fair set in my Wall of Illusion. I'm going to set a Trap Hole, set a Fissure, and go ahead and pass turn here and see what my opponent has to do. He's going to set 1, set 2, normal summon Battle Ox. I am completely fine with that. I am not Trap Holing a Battle Ox, especially when I have a wall set here. He'll take 150 from that exchange, bounce that back to hand, and yeah. There's 1 piece of my combo, but right now a very dead card. But thankfully, I'm not down at advantage or anything, so this is fine. Let's see if he has no Trap Hole for my La Jin. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. Once again, Waboku neg 1. Not a play you want to make. You want to save Waboku for those 1-for-1 exchanges. So, not a good Waboku, but it is what it is at this point. He went neg 1. I'm happy to see it, but it's obviously really, really bad for my opponent here. Here comes actually a very solid Raigeki, but basically because of the way he spent Waboku, it almost makes that Raigeki just a 1-for-1 instead of a +1 here. So I'm pretty okay with that. I see a Lajin. I activate my Trap Hole. That thing is getting off the field. And there's the second part of my combo. Nice little Lord of D coming down here. I'm actually just going to normal summon Lord of D. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. This is another way that Lord of D is really, really good in the Dragon Color deck. He's probably assuming... Not Dragon Color, Blue Eyes. This is a Speed Duel. He's going to assume Lord of D. Blue Eyes White Dragon's hitting the field. But no, it's not. Lord of D is really, really good for baiting trap holes from your opponents. Right now, if he swings into me, I don't care. I have so many life points. I am chilling. And yeah, I just baited out a trap hole pretty easily. So that's one less trap hole in this world. And yeah, one less Lord of D for me, but honestly, Lord of D is just a brick. So baiting out trap hole, phenomenal. We're going to go see what my opponent pulls off here. Ooh, Pot of Greed off the top. That is looking really, really good. Nice, easy +1 for my opponent. Down comes a Lajin that I do not have an answer to. And an easy 1800 to the face for my opponent. And back over to me. I have my second fissure here. I actually thought I might have blown up a fissure there to out that. But I didn't. I think that's still fair. I don't want him swordsing and hitting my Man-Eater Bug. So definitely, probably just easier to set Man-Eater Bug and leave it there. He definitely just misclicked and dropped that reinforcements. Yeah. Misclick. That's just the life of dueling book. It is what it is. And here comes a Battle Ox coming down from my opponent. He's going to enter battle phase. He's going to swing over my monster with the Battle Ox. Man-Eater Bug. I'm going to pop his Lajin. And yeah, that's all pretty fair. Trapmaster is an okay top deck here. I'm probably just going to set this and pass. If he wants to run it over, I get to go ahead and pop something here. And activating swords, flip up Man-Eater, or flip up Trapmaster is fine by me. I kind of cheated. I knew my opponent had a reinforcements there. But that it is what it is. He's going to go ahead and swing in over Trapmaster, 1800. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You cannot play reinforcements like this. This is a neg 1 off of your reinforcements. He is giving up card advantage for really no reason here. And yeah, overall, it just puts me in a very advantageous situation against my opponent. Ooh, Pot of Greed off the top for me. Let's go. That's really, really necessary, especially since I have no monsters. I'm going to go and fire off a Raigeki here. I already have so much card advantage over my opponent. This Swords Revealing Light is a inherent neg 1, so I'm not worried about that. I have a Waboku, I have a wall, I have 2 fissures. I am very, very content. So my opponent just simply sets 1 and passes here. I'm already on turn 2 of Swords, which is amazing, meaning this should be the turn that Swords hits grave. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, there is really nothing my opponent can do to me still. Stop defense. Whew, that is a gorgeous off the top here. I'm going to go ahead and blow that here. Reveal a nice little giant soldier stone, followed up with a fissure on my opponent. And I say, hey, I have Waboku. I have advantage. Let's start going aggro. He goes and trap holes it. That's his second trap hole that he's blown on a wall. I'm fine. At this point, I say, okay, I have so much advantage over my opponent. He has 1 set card. I don't have any monsters. I said, you know what? Let's get a monster on board. There's Lajin's in grave. There is very good targets. Let's drop a Lajin and let's just start going in for some damage here. So then we got Lajin beat down on the go. Here comes the 1800s and he needs to draw an out. Set card, that's not going to be an out. Fantastic. Another 1800 to the face. There we go. Pass turn. Draw a card. Did he get an out? Once again, Soul Exchange as a neg 1. Reinforcements as another neg 1. These are not how you're supposed to play these cards. You're just losing resources constantly if you play them like this. And now he's back down to 1 card, and I'm still the only one with a beat stick. So I'm pretty fine to just go ahead and say, okay, well, 1800 more damage to you. You need to do 1600 damage to me somehow, some way. And I'm not sure how you're going to manage that in your current situation. I'm going to go straight to battle. swing into that. It's going to be a bada bing bada boom. He's going to respond with just desserts, which is interesting. He definitely could have got me really low if he played just desserts at the right time, or potentially killed me if I summoned a bunch of cards, but I didn't. Main phase 2, I'm going to re-normal my Lajin and pass turn. My opponent has 1 card to his name right now, so I am chilling. Yeah, at this point, I was like, man, I shouldn't have stepped my Lajin. Could have Wabaku to protect myself, Dark Hold for game, but it is what it is. I'm going to go and swing into... Oh, I think that was... Oh, no! This is my big brain play. Swing in, take 50 damage, main phase 2, Dark Hole, so my opponent has literally 0 resources. Re-normal my Lajin and pass. My opponent is down to completely top deck mode now. It's just top deck and out or lose at this point for my opponent. I draw into another Lajin, and I am the executioner today. That is 100% game right now. Why did this have to happen right at the end? Like, okay, come on now, Dueling Book. Maybe it's just my computer. Anyway, he drew into a Summon Skull. Definitely, like, worst case scenario. But I was definitely chilling that game. And, yeah. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. I am doing 2 videos per day here for Yugi-Kaiba Week, and your support does indeed mean a lot to me. So if you guys want to drop some, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another unique video and round 4 of Yugi-Kaiba format.